Hi all and welcome back to the channel, and I hope you're all doing okay. I'm going to say it, I don't like tempting fate, but this should be a short video. I said that yesterday, sorry. But yeah, there's a few things I want to cover, and the first one is Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz has insisted that Ferrari now fully understand the behaviour of the SF23 ahead of a critical winter of development. He told motorsport.com, "We understand it, and now we just put it on the track and we try to maximise it every weekend. I think we are doing a much better job of that. It's almost unbelievable that these swings in performance can happen, but it is the Formula One of nowadays. Now we need to focus on making sure we understand why the car there is strong and why so weak in other types of circuits and corners." And I covered this because there seems to be quite a few teams at the moment coming out and showing some sort of positivity ahead of the 2024 season, and it's quite encouraging considering what we've had the last 2 years. So I wanted to cover that because now that they've understood the behaviour of that car, hopefully they'll sort that out for next year. But then I want to move on to something that former F1 driver Jacques Villeneuve believes, and that is that George Russell's difficult season was down to Lewis Hamilton taking things up a gear, and that he is now the number 2 behind his more experienced teammate. Villeneuve said, "Last year he just came in as a rookie in the team. The new boy coming from Williams, all he had to do was beat Lewis. He didn't have to focus too much on going for the wins. So it was a lot easier for him. Lewis had to react to having lost the championship the year before and suddenly not being in the car that can win easily. I think that got to him. It took him time to react, and that made life easy for George. This year it's been a little bit of the opposite because Lewis came back realising that he has to work like he used to work at the beginning of his career, and that's changed the balance a bit." And yes, Villeneuve knows a lot more about Formula One than I do, but I don't think that George is phased at all that Lewis Hamilton is his teammate. I genuinely don't. Maybe I'm wrong. If you've got other opinions on that, then by all means please let me know in the comments, but I just get this feeling that George wants to win races and wants to win a championship. And then I want to come on to Toto Wolff, and I'm really glad that I didn't cover this story, even though it's been all over the media the last few days, and it pretty much comes back to what Craig Slater was saying on Sky Sports F1, which didn't make a lot of sense to me because he was saying he'd been talking to other team bosses and people in the know. They felt that because F1 had reached its peak, now would be a great time to sell your shares or stake in the team or whatever, and they seemed to suggest that Toto Wolff was about to sell his third stake in Mercedes for something like 3 billion. Now Toto Wolff has had his say on it, although I will come on to Toto Wolff and this story of him retiring. Basically, there was also reports that Toto was about to start sacking staff at Mercedes because they didn't deliver last year or the last 2 years, and he's now put those rumours to bed too. So Toto Wolff won't be making drastic changes behind the scenes at Mercedes as he backs his current staff to close the gap to Red Bull heading into 2024. Mercedes had enjoyed 8 years at the top of F1 with Hamilton taking full advantage of that dominant era, but they were unable to carry that over into new regulations in 2022. Mercedes have tried and failed with 2 different cars to compete with Max Verstappen, with the W14 even further away from Red Bull and Verstappen. Ultimately, that has put pressure on Mercedes to get it right as they head into 2024, but Wolff won't be wielding the axe behind the scenes to kick them into gear. Wolff stated, "This is something we have been instilling in the organisation straight from 2013. We blame the problem and not the person. We are a safe environment. Nobody got fired because of non-performance. We always find solutions. If a department doesn't perform, it's my fault because then I haven't provided the right framework or wasn't part of hiring the right people. It makes no sense to blame someone who's not doing good enough because everybody is trying their best. This is the mindset we have in the organisation, so no blame culture. We stuck to it, which I'm very proud of." And Toto Wolff has no plans of his own to step back from Mercedes any time soon. When asked whether he had considered resigning, Wolff added, "No, I don't, because I still think that I can contribute to the team in my area of expertise, and that is, I think, keeping it together, although I'm very emotional sometimes, but they know me so well that I have these difficult moments on Sunday night. I can contribute. Unfortunately, I haven't found someone where I would say I think that person has more energy, more drive, more skill, and all of these factors that I believe are important to be a team principal." So I'm glad he's cleared that up now, but it looks like Red Bull will start the 2024 season as the strong favourites, but Mercedes are signalling their quiet optimism about a closer fight. So, like I said, I'm glad now Toto has put this all to bed, because, again, it's one of those stories, isn't it, that if you cover it, you've then got to keep updating it the best you can, and my memory's terrible. It really is. I do find it difficult, but I'm glad when you just wait that little bit longer, it's all put to bed, done and finished. So again, I'm rambling on and I do apologise. But as always, thank you so much for watching my videos and for your comments and subscribing. It really does mean a lot to me. And of course, if you do like what I do, please like and subscribe, and also press that notification bell so that you get those future warnings of my uploads. So until the next time, take care.